So my name's Hendrix. I'm the Senior Vice President of DSLD Mortgage. I'm over the loan officers, so the sales side of mortgage, the loan processors, and then some of the marketing side for mortgage. So the main responsibilities and functions of mortgage is to help our customers who are buying our houses. Most of them don't have cash to pay for the houses all at once. So our job on mortgage is to make sure that the customers can get the financing that they need to purchase the home of their dreams. So that's what we wake up and do every single day. So our department collaborates with other departments throughout the company, with the builder sales reps, the loan officers and processors talk with them on a daily basis of getting new customers in their front door who need help to purchase the home of their dreams. So they collaborate with them daily. We collaborate a lot directly with title companies, DSLD Title, to make sure that the closing is going to go as smoothly as possible. So there's a lot of communication back and forth there between the loan officers, the loan processors, and the loan closers with the title company, not so much with the sales reps. You know, the closers usually talk more with the title company. And then we still have weekly and monthly meetings with the construction, the guys out in the field actually building houses, to make sure that we really sync up that loan closing process with the home building process. So usually about 60 days before the home is ready to be moved into and be complete, is we're starting that loan process up again to make sure we get everything closed smoothly for everyone. As a loan officer or a loan originator, you might hear it said both ways. That's the person who's the point person, right? So your loan officers are going to take your mortgage application. They're going to review your initial documentation that you give them, your pay stubs, your tax returns, your W-2s, your bank statements. They're going to be the one that's giving you guidance on what's the best loan program for you, how much money can you borrow and still feel comfortable borrowing. That's what your LO, your loan originator or loan officer is going to do. That's their main role. So a closer is the person who's actually funding that loan, right? So you have a loan processor who's going to process the loan, talk to the customer after the loan originator does. And then that file goes through, it gets underwritten. And then once the underwriter finally signs off on it and says this loan is good to go, I'm gonna lend them $300,000. The closer is who's actually working that legal paperwork together with title and funds that loan. That's what the closer's job is to do. So some of the common challenges that we face in mortgage is, one is to get people qualified, and then just a lack of general financial literacy that a lot of people in the areas that we serve, that they don't always have. This is a lot of first-time home buyers that we're dealing with. So they might not know what a credit score is, or how important it is, or what co-signing on a car for somebody who doesn't pay that back does to their credit, right? So there's a lot of education that goes on in our department to our customers that helps ensure that we can actually get them into that home. That's usually one of the biggest things. We have a lot of financial discussions also that go with that education. And to be confident and have that expert guidance and assurance to be able to guide them down the right path, that no, that's gonna be okay. We just need to do X, Y, and Z to get that squared away, really does make that transition easier. And then they really trust you for the rest of the process. That's how we overcome that. So the difference between mortgage and title there's a pretty good amount of differences, but I'll keep it simple. So the mortgage company is responsible for getting the borrower or the customer approved for the mortgage, right? So they're the ones actually lending the money, and title is the ones who are doing, and excuse me, Jessica, I'm not gonna kill this, is that title, they actually process the legal documentation and all the paperwork to make sure the contract is executed properly, that the borrower has the seller has the rights to actually sell that land to the borrower, and the borrower has the ability and all the documentation provided to actually purchase that, right? So title is more of the legal attorney side to make sure everything's recorded in the parish correctly, make sure that the transaction actually happened as smooth as possible, and they are the actual middle person to make sure that the money coming from the buyer actually gets to the seller and that all the documentation and keys get exchanged fairly. So that's more along the lines of what title's doing. Mortgage, we just make sure that the borrower is approved for that house that they're trying to buy, and we provide the funds. After you get to there, that's Jessica in DSLD Title's team.